All right, we're going to be recognizing and representing values algebraically. Let's get started. All right, I want you to understand something that many of you think is a lie. But algebra is something that if you spend all this time doing here, it might as well be practical so that you can use it sometime in your life. So, to make it practical, there are situations when you're going to need math, and it would be really nice if you could have a practical skill to translate the things you know into an equation. To do that, we're going to start learning that today. So I'm going to read this, and I am going to translate this into an equation. Today, it's not going to tell you what variable to use.
What?
It's not going to tell you the letter X or A or F or Q. But you need to look at the situation and pick a letter that makes logical sense. Because it's going to be easier for you to know what it is later. Are you ready? Here we go. Watch. 2 times the height plus 4 is what I'm doing right here. 2 times the height plus 4. And I am going to pick an H for my variable because it's 2 times the height. And so, if I do 2 times the height, what number am I going to multiply by H? 2H. And 2H, and then I'm going to add 4. This is 2 times the height plus 4. Thank you. Sorry. 2 times the height plus 4.
Just do everything.
All right. We're going to do some like this now. I'm going to do one now. My age in 3 years. So if my age, I don't even know. I'm going to have A for age. Back up.
A plus 3?
Yes. I'm going to have my age right now plus 3 because I'll be my age plus 3 in 3 years. Are you with me so far?
16.
And if you know your age right now, but let's pretend you were doing this and you forgot. All right, so get your whiteboard out.
Done.
I'm going to give you one, and I'm going to have you try to do this. You ready? The square root of the distance. You need to get a variable, and the variable should be something that relates to it. The square root of distance. Raise your hand if you have something.
D. Me too.
Square root of distance, and distance we're going to make, we don't know a variable, and it seems logical to put D for the distance. All right? Square root of D. Yes. Square root of distance is what I would have done also. It would not have been wrong if you would have put a capital D. It wouldn't be wrong if you put any other letter. Yes, and so you're going to have to make sure. I'm going to tell you something. I need everyone to listen to me. Your textbook in the answer key is going to go like this. It's going to have that. It's going to have D equals distance.
Missed the I.
Yes, it went there. I put it. They're going to have both of those things in the answer key. Okay? So that your exact thing, Zach, you said that D could be confused with diameter.
Kind of circle, like pi times diameter.
Yes, and so they're telling you to define. You guys are learning this in Challenge B, defining your terms. They're having you define what D is. But this is up to your parents. At my home, I am not going to have my student write that part. I'm only going to have them write the part that I'm putting in yellow. Okay? That is up to your parents, though. Okay? Let's do the next one. Ready? Go. Double the volume. Try to make an expression for that one.
Done.
Double the volume.
Done.
Double means I'm going to do what to it? 2 times it, right? And since we're doing 2 times, and what did you guys pick for your volume?
V.
Oh, I don't want yellow. 2 times the volume. I agree. Okay. Remind me again that V is the volume, and they're going to put that in the back of the book, but you don't have to. Here we go. Next one. Distance equals the product of rate and time. This is a little longer. Distance equals the product of rate and time.
Done.
What does product mean? Remind everybody. Help us. Multiplication.
So it'll be rate multiplied by time.
So we're going to have distance. If you put a lowercase d or an uppercase d, you don't have. That's no big deal. Are we ready?
D equals R times.
Don't distract anybody in here or I'll have to ask.
Elijah.
You did not. Okay, so what do I do with rate and time? I'm going to have R. I agree I'm going to have R and I'm going to have T.
V equals RT.
Okay,
A equals R.
now I'm going to give you a caution. Everyone look at me. I'm going to give you a caution. I'm going to suggest, just like I suggested you have a line through the Z because it looks like a 2. If you make your T's look like that, that's a problem. Why?
It's an addition.
It looks like an addition symbol. I'm going to suggest that you make your T's curved so that they won't look like plus signs or addition signs. Because when you do these later, you're going to have T's and pluses in there. You might get confused on which what. Here we go.
Like this?
You could do it a lot like that one, Zeb, if you want. Yes. Here we go. Ready? Area of a rectangle equals length times width. You've memorized this one for for memory masters. So you might have already seen this one before. Area of a rectangle equals,
A del W.
and I'm going to give you some cautions on that one too. Are we ready? A, you can do a capital or a lowercase. It's traditional upper, but that's okay. Equals, how do we do length?
L.
And, okay, if I do L and W, to me that looks like a 1 and a W.
You can do it with the L, like with the capital L.
You could do a capital L, but traditionally, math books do a cursive L and W. I don't know if you've ever seen it like that, but they traditionally, so for me, whenever it's giving me an L and it's not a capital L, sometimes in science they're going to give you capital L's. But if they don't, I'm making mine into a lowercase cursive L, LW. Okay? Next one. Interest. You might have not have seen this equation before. Are you ready, JD? Yep. Interest is the product of principal, rate, and time. Interest is the product of principal, rate, and time. Give me a hands up when you think you've done this one. This one's a little different. You've never seen this. Some of you haven't seen this one before, maybe. I've got a couple people.
I got I equals PRT.
Ashton, what did you get?
Me too, Zach.
I equals
It's a lowercase.
PRT. And you want to
Is
do
it
the
a
lowercase
lowercase
I?
one?
It can be either one. You don't have a rule for it right now, but if you've seen it that way, all right? Interest equals principal, rate, and time.
What?
All right. There are 4 problems. This time, Zeb. This time I'm giving you your thing. Numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yay, we're done.
Then we have one more. We'll have one more lesson after this
We
one.
have to take a break.
Give me a hands up when you have these 4. I want you to have some practice before you leave.
Oh, wait. On the first, I put 4.
Make sure you read these well. Read these well.
Read them like a well.
Read them well, like deeply, like a well. Very good. I'm waiting for some hands. Waiting for some hands.
Done.
We got one person who's done. Don't let him stress you. Work diligently. Don't let him stress you.
I'm done. Mom.
2 people are done.
Yes, sir.
Done.
3 people are done.
Done.
4 people are done.
What'd you say?
I refer to this all the time.
I'm ready. Let's try the first one together. All right?
It's
My age 10 years ago. What variable did you
A minus
pick?
10.
A minus 10.
Now, technically, you could have picked. My name's Carrie. I could have picked a C if I wanted. But you can do an A for age.
It'd be confusing.
That's okay. That's okay. Because on your paper,
Obviously.
you're going to say Zeb is Z. So I could have said A for age or C. And do I add 10 or what?
Minus 10.
Minus 10 years ago. All right. The sum of length and width.
L plus W.
I had L, and I'm going to do a cursive L so that it doesn't get confused with a 1. And how do I know it's plus?
It says sum,
Because it says sum.
so it's adding them.
Are you guys with me? All right. Let's do the next one. The temperature is less 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Negative 32
T
degrees
equals
Fahrenheit.
negative 32 degrees.
Because we have an is. Or we have an is. T is
Equals it.
Oh, I did that wrong.
what?
Negative 32.
Is it multiplied? Are we doing negative 32f? Are we multiplying by f? Is that true?
I put degrees in there.
You can put degrees f. I can do that. I'm fine. But it's not multiplied.
I put degrees over the 32.
How do we do that less part? Is less.
Negative.
Not less than.
But just negative.
It's subtracting, rather, really. It's subtracting. So if it's Fahrenheit degrees.
3 plus 2 times d. That's the next one.
Oh wait, we're not done with this one yet.
Darn it.
So we have a Fahrenheit degrees, and the Celsius is 32. Well, almost 32. The temperature is 32 degrees less than the Fahrenheit degrees. How do I do that? So this implies we're multiplying, and this less doesn't mean multiply. This less right here means subtract. And we're multiplying the 32 and the f. We can't do that.
No, I didn't do that. I put 32 degrees, like over the 32, and then put F.
That's still multiplying. I agree it's a negative 32. I really agree with that. So if I said, okay, let's do it this way. Everybody listen. I have 10 pieces of candy.
Candy!
Zeb has 5 less than me.
Huh.
No.
So how many does he have?
Here's 5.
What mathematics took place between mine and his? You subtracted. Okay, so we have the Fahrenheit degrees, and we're subtracting 32 from it. Okay? So we have the Fahrenheit degrees, and we're subtracting 32. Are you checking yours? Did you get it right?
So it's T equals F.
Did you get it right?
Mm-mm.
It's okay, so check it.
T equals F minus 32.
Yes. The back of your book is going to have a T equals temperature and F equal Fahrenheit with it, including this. Okay? Next one. 2 more than twice the distance.
2d times 3.
No, 3 more than twice the distance, not 2.
3 more. 3, what's the more? What symbol do I put for more?
Plus
3 more.
Benny go.
Then what's the twice? What's twice?
Benjamin.
Times
Benjamin.
What's twice?
times 2.
Times 2.
Against it.
2 distance. He's there. I'm doing some work here because they're going on vacation next week. So they had to get that done. They're going to watch your video and hear you ask this question right now.
Bet.
All right. Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben. All right. You just learned how to translate sentences into algebraic expressions where you get to do the variable this time. And I'm suggesting that your variables make sense based on the words that are up there. All right. We're done.
You done?
We're done?
We're done.
Let's go.